Well, hello everybody! Welcome back to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert, December 1st, 2019. Yeah, only about 30 more days. 30 more days to this year, and we're moving into another year. The titles of my playlist will have to change from third year to fourth year, of course. But yeah, here we are in the garden. I came out here earlier today and I pulled up all the old plants, the tomato plants and stuff like that. That's was gone, but still have my oregano here, my peach tree, my pear tree, and the apple tree is dormant right now. That pepper plant is loaded with peppers, and those are sweet peppers. They're not hot, so I don't know why. I think I might take those out of there and can them up and save them for the winter. My little tangerine tree over there in the back has still got leaves on it, so looks like it's going to make it. But over here in my self-watering garden, this is my gutter garden, my cilantro is doing excellent. It loves this time of year. Of course, the radishes, something got to the greens on that. And the beets, they're fine. Carrot is, that one's got to be ready to pick. And something has been eating the leaves off of my kale. But the onions are doing fine. The peppers have had it. Potatoes are doing great. And these onions are, well, ready to make some onion dip out of that. So anyway, here's the other grapevine that never actually took off, but it's still showing some green on it, so it's alive. That one over there has lost all its leaves and gone dormant, so they'll come back next year in the spring. And I've got to get my 2x8s and raise the rest of that up, and then bring some more soil in and raise everything up a little bit. My little shade trees doing great. They're loving it out here. And more potatoes in here. And again, something's been getting to the greens on them. This onion, ready for onion dip. That little tree right there looks like it's okay. It's just going dormant for the winter. And that one over there, I got to feed it a little bit of nitrogen because the leaves are browning on it. Anyway, my broccoli, I still got some broccoli flowers in there, and some of the young ones like this, these are great for just a quick meal. So I'll get to those and maybe even get another batch in because it's winter time and and broccoli likes this time of year. My avocado tree, I never did get it protected, but looks like it still has life in it. We'll see what happens with it. My bell peppers, well, I'll cut those off and make a couple of omelets out of them. And my peas right there are nice and green. They'll probably produce a few peas. Here's the tomatoes I took off the vines today that are, they're all blossom end rot because of the freezing temperatures. But yeah, the aloe vera loves it. And I've always wanted to use this line on somebody. And you see the flowers on my plants right there. So excuse me while I stop and take a pee. There we go. There. Oh, those are good. All right. So, we've gone all the way around here. That's enough in the garden house. Boy, that was a good one. I love getting to take a good pee when I'm in the garden. Anyway. All right. Stop laughing. Okay, so let's go up and see some of the other stuff that's been getting done. Well, we've been having rain, and it looks like lots of snow in the mountains. I'll zoom in there. And a lot of the lower grades, those little hills over there were all covered with snow the other day. Well, it got down pretty low, but now it's moved, and the silicone didn't hold on that bottom cap, and it fell off. But I let it just, I put a barrel under it and let it collect, and it's about 1/3 full down there, so not bad. And I didn't even hear the rain the other night, but apparently after the 2 little rains that we had, the water level was right even with where it says pack 1 here. So I got that much more the other night. And I had to go up there and re-silicone that joint because it came loose. And I got that one fixed. I still got 2 buckets of water down there. Huh. Doing good. All right. Now let's see what else I've been doing besides goofing off like I always do. You know me, I'm just a goof off. Oh, look at this. There's insulation in the walls. Oh, wow. It's nice and warm in here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got all the walls insulated all the way around. And that last piece isn't completely tucked into place because what I decided was the TV that's actually going out here is not that one. That one's going to go in my kitchen, so when I'm in there cooking and doing my stuff, I can turn on the news and the weather and have a small TV to watch in the kitchen. But I've got a larger TV that's in the kitchen right now, and that's going to come out here. And I got to thinking, why do I want to put it in that corner? So the only place you can see it from is this seat right here in this room. I've got that whole wall right there. And of course, this little refrigerator is going to be moving away from there. So I can put a sofa or 2 nice big chairs right there with a table in between the 2 and a lamp on it. Or whatever, you know. I think that I could put the sofa there and I put a little coffee table right in front of it. And then that doesn't even bother the breakfast nook. The extra chairs, I have 2 extra chairs. I'll just put those in the container and bring them out only if I need them for if I've got extra people around visiting. So if I did that, if I put a sofa over here or a sofa bed, even, that would be nice because then I could have, if guests come over, they can sleep in this nice warm room instead of outside or whatever. So I'm thinking right on this wall, sorry about the darkness here, let's see if the lights help any. Yeah, right on that wall, right about where the thermometer is, I'd like to put the TV there, dead center, and the pole, the 4x4, which is a good place to anchor it, is dead center. And I measure my TV, and it's 1 inch wider than that section of wall. That'll be perfect. It won't block the windows at all. And then, sitting down over here, we get to look out the windows and have a TV in the center. So you have the best of all the worlds. I think that'd be a nice setup right there. And that'll be probably the way I'm going to go. But the reason I didn't tuck that insulation in on the end here is because I'm going to put a splitter on the TV wire, or maybe just a union. I don't know yet. I might do a splitter because who knows? I might want to put something over there and have it hooked up to the antenna, so I'll have it there just in case. So I'll have to drill a hole up through the top, come across the top, and I've already drilled a hole here at the top so I can bring my antenna wire down into this location. And then if I have to plug the TV in, of course I can get one of those insulator wire insulator things that cover the wires that come up from the bottom here and cover it right up the center there, up behind the TV, because I do have a receptacle there and a receptacle there, and I thought about putting another one in between the 2. Don't need it. I'll just I'll do it that way. And maybe I can even just, if I'm going to bring an antenna wire over, I'll just come off of that box right there, follow the antenna wire over, come down the same hole, and put another box right there for the TV. So the receptacle is hidden behind the TV. Well, function before beauty, but what the heck, that'll work. Anyway, that's why I didn't tuck that in. And that's where we stand. Now, since I put this insulation in here, wow, what a difference about the warmth in here. I just turned on the little propane heater there I'd say just before I started the video when I walked out to the garden. And look at this, it's almost 74 degrees in here right now. Okay. And if we come in here and we look, it's 44 degrees outside. So that's 30 degrees difference in that room, and I don't even have the ceiling insulated yet. Now I'm going to be putting some R19 up in there to insulate that, but I've got to put blocks in every one of those areas there so that if any bugs get up in between the tongue and groove that I have covering the eaves outside, they won't be able to come into the attic. So they'll be blocked off from that. So that's what I got to do. And then before I close everything in, I've got to put a vent up there on both ends, one on that end and one on this end, to take the heat out of the attic in the summertime, because it's a very shallow attic. It's only going to be about 12 inches at the top side here. So I've got to be able to move that hot air out, otherwise it's going to migrate down into this room, and I don't want that. I want it to be comfortable in here, summer and winter. All right, everybody, that's all there is for today. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up down there. Like my videos, please. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to save if you have any information here. And if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, leave them in the bottom. I always try to get back to everybody as soon as possible. Just remember, I don't answer location, security, or legal questions. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to give anybody legal advice. So leave those things out, but ask me anything else and I'll see what I can do for you. G-Bear, signing off.